Are you interested to know how to get iron up in someone who is anemic? Okay, so I had a friend or a follower and a follower, sorry, a friend and a follower on my Naturally Healthy and Happy with Belinda group. And I had done a video on, what was the title of the video? Let's just check here. What do you need to know about iron supplements before taking them? Okay, particularly for people who are anemic, who are low in iron. And I had a friend comment on it saying that it was an interesting topic, which it really is because it affects a lot of us, okay, especially women for some reason. And her ending comment was, interested to know how you would recommend getting iron up in someone who is anemic. So I thought, why not do a video on it, okay? So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Belinda, and I'm very passionate about helping people recover from autoimmune problems, thyroid issues, sleeping issues, energy issues, hormonal imbalances, and so much more. Okay, and anemia is something that gets thrown around a lot. Now, one thing that I have discovered is, and this is not coming from me, I am not the expert here, I am just the reporter. I want to make that very clear. So anything I have learned, is from the study that I've done, okay? And this is from very brilliant people. This is not me. I am not the scientist. I am simply the reporter. And one thing I have discovered is there is actually no such thing as anemia. Yeah, you want me to say that again? There is actually no such thing as anemia, okay? Because we always have enough iron in our body. What we actually need is to make sure that the iron is in the right place, okay? So if it's not in your blood, and it'll show up on a blood test that you are low in iron, and that's what they class as anemia, okay? But it is actually being stored in our tissue, in our flesh, okay? And the reason why this is so important is because I'm going to read out some other information here, if I can find it. Where is it? Okay, so what's actually happening in the body is we're not making certain proteins and enzymes that actually move iron from our blood to our tissue, okay? And one of these proteins is called 𝗁𝗁𝗆𝗄𝗆. I know, that is a big word, so don't freak out about it. But basically, it's your master antioxidant. A lot of people believe that the master antioxidant is glutathione, okay? But I just want you to think master antioxidant, backbone to the immune system when you hear 𝗁𝗁𝗆𝗄𝗆, okay? Now, the active form of this enzyme this protein is actually ferroxidase, okay? So another big word there. But what you want to think of here is ferroxidase is the train. It's the train that moves the iron from your blood to your tissue and back and forth, okay? Now, why this is so important is that this actually prevents rusting in the body. It prevents oxidization in the body, okay? It's once again an antioxidant enzyme that regulates the iron in your body. Now, there are certain things that actually block these two proteins and enzymes, okay? So when my friend was saying, well, let me read this again because I don't want to get it wrong. Interested to hear how you recommend getting iron up in someone with anemia. Well, the first thing is actually to remove things that prevent our body from creating these enzymes and proteins. Makes sense, right? Because they're very important. They're supposed to move the iron around the body. They're supposed to support the immune system. And there are certain things that we take, unbeknownst to us, that actually block our bodies from making these enzymes and proteins, okay? Because this is actually a very in-depth subject, and if you want to know, how you can really do it, I really do recommend either doing a consultation with myself or joining one of the programs that I quite often run. So to do a consultation, it's $168 Australian dollars. That converts into any currency, and it goes for 2 hours. And I guarantee you, your mind will be blown, okay, in that 2 hour session. And if not, I 100% guarantee you a full refund. Like, you know, I only want to work with people who, you know, go, oh my gosh, wow, that is amazing. That makes so much sense. I want to empower myself to heal. I want to take control of my health again. I don't want to do quick fixes. I want to have long-term health. Like, that's the sort of people I deal with, okay? So the first, I'm going to give you 5 because I really don't want to overwhelm you all at once. But I'm going to give you 5 things, okay, that actually prevent our bodies from making 𝗁𝗲𝗔𝗃 and ferroxidase. So the backbone to the immune system and the train that moves the iron and regulates iron in the body. Okay, so the first thing that blocks these enzymes is actually iron supplements. What? Yeah, okay, so iron supplements actually prevent that train from moving iron from the blood to the tissue and back and forth. I know, it's crazy, right? And I've been there myself. I used to take iron supplements, okay? Number 2, now this one is very controversial and very toxic. And I understand the theory behind it, and I personally have not had this myself, but I deal with, I think about 80% of my clients have had this supplement before, and I've found that there's a lot of emotion behind this one as well, because I've done talks on this before and it's got very heated. Okay, so number 2 is vitamin D3 supplements. Okay, and I'm not going to delve deep into this one today. You can probably go up and search vitamin D and see what happens, see past videos that I have done on this, or if you want me to tag you in a video because you can't find it, then feel free to message me. People have messaged me before and said, hey, I want more information on this. Have you done a video on this? Can you tag me in it? More than happy to do that, okay? Or if I haven't got one, then I will make one for you, like no biggie. I do these every day. Okay, number 3 is calcium supplements. Yep, they actually stop the body from making these proteins and enzymes and can actually cause calcification in the body. Yes, calcium is very important in the right forms, okay, but supplementation can have unwanted consequences, basically. Okay, number 4, also quite controversial and very interesting, and that is zinc supplementation. Yeah, I know we're all told that we should be taking zinc when we have a cold, right? You know, people do this all the time. But once again, it's, you know, shooting from the hip and not actually fixing the real problem. And, you know, zinc is one of those things that we probably should remove from our supplementation list. Okay, now if you're just going, oh my gosh, shutdown mode, then this is something that you should really reach out and chat about, okay? Because I'm more than happy to show the information behind this. I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to actually empower yourself. I want to help people empower themselves to take control of their own health. So if you're going, oh my gosh, that is just insane, then please reach out so I can send you scientific studies or a video to explain it a bit better, okay? Because I don't want you to just shut down and not do anything about it, because that's actually what I did when I first found out some of this. I went, oh my God, that's just too much, I'm just not gonna listen. And, you know, cocooned myself and didn't listen for about 6 months, okay? So, you know, number 5, and this is ascorbic acid based vitamin C. So check your vitamin C, go and get your jar, have a look at the label. If it says ascorbic acid, put it straight in the bin. Okay, it's actually a pro-oxidant and not an antioxidant like real vitamin C. Okay, and it's made from cornstarch and sulfuric acid. Does that sound like vitamin C? No. Okay. And this goes for the kiddies as well. So, you know, us being mothers, well, I don't know if you're a mother or not, but I am. We sort of get guilted into, we should be doing all of these things for our children and making sure they're getting all these vitamins and nutrients, and you know, it can just be so overwhelming how much things we are supposed to do for our kids' health. And I had one client say to me, oh wow, I thought I was being a terrible mother for not doing this, but now I feel so much better because I don't have to be doing it. So, you know, it can be quite freeing as well, because sometimes we put so much guilt around the health of our children and what we should be doing, okay? But maybe some of the things that we're told are not actually factual and not based on real science, because most of these studies, I won't say some, most of the studies that are done are paid by someone. Okay, so who's going to pay for a study that they don't get a monetary benefit from? Like, you know, unfortunately, that's just how the world is. So yeah, we have to be very careful about where we get our information from. Anyway, if you know someone that this video can help, then why not consider sharing this video, okay, or tagging someone in this video. Simple, just go do it down below. Anyway, you have an awesome day and I'll see you tomorrow.